Can you imagine if you talk to the owner of a morgue or a coffin maker and he tells you his business is booming and that God has answered his prayers? Can you again imagine if you had Juniper's light and walked over to a cancer patient ward and shine it over them? Their cells become energized. They wake up, pack up, spread the beds, and off they go from the hospital. Can you imagine a situation in the education sector in which you can predict the careers of young learners at age 4? Can you imagine how that will eliminate the fraud and corruption in the admission process in which you have to bribe to get your daughter or your son to that school? Can you imagine if there will be no conferences in education in large hotels so that people can earn allowances? Can you imagine a scenario in education system when things are so set that those who are members of parliament that would like to travel out of their countries to go to other countries and find out what they're doing, and then they come back and tell you they're benchmarking my food. For 50, 60 years in your country, you're benchmarking. You cannot imagine what would happen in the education sector if you came with a system that denies those education consultants, curriculum experts that have the behavior of declaring the old education system obsolete and useless so that they can write new curriculum and be paid by government money. You can now know that just like in the medical and pharmaceutical industry, in which they write big proposals and say, we are going to eradicate malaria, we are going to eradicate Ebola. Then they are funded, and after 10, 20 years, they come back. Malaria is back, Ebola is back. Now you can understand that all that we're doing is a circus in this education system. So big is the circus that today we cannot be able to predict the careers of our young people. Not because we don't know, but it's because the people that we put in leadership to do this would like to go and benchmark and instead take their children overseas with your taxpayers' money, and you're told that they are always revising that curriculum. Now they tell you, may the D minus, may the E's go to polytechnics. Now they realize they are not going to those polytechnics. Then they change for you because they heard me talk about talent. They say, we are going to set talent academies in every constituency, in every county. Now, let us now make halls so that children who are very acrobatic can do let's now build the stadiums so that our children with many talents can go in there. Hogwash. Who told you you can know the talent of young people by the naked eyes? Who told you that you can be lying to the youth for generations and generations? Who told you that competence-based curriculum is going to be a solution to these young people? Don't you realize that these young people are creative in other ways, not in the manner that you prescribe in a curriculum? Can't you realize these young people are more creative in other ways, and they're having emerging talents that you cannot predict with your curriculum? I must say that, again, in a country like Kenya, on a continent like Africa, there has to be very serious, very, very, very serious talk about talent. Not the talent that is picked up as a story by politicians. Not the talent by guesswork, because you heard what I'm speaking now and you think talent is by what you've just seen out there. It is something completely different. It is something scientific. It's something extremely very professional and has to be done at a recognized and registered talent clinic by the World Talent Federation.